Good evening and welcome to the virtual ceremony for the class of 2020. To start this event, I would ask us all to rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Members of the Board of Education, Board President, Mr. Marrow, Vice President, Mr. Fry, and trustees, Mr. Fowler, Mrs. Mangler, Mrs. Nappy, and Mr. O'Hare, and Mrs. Sherry, Mayor Giordano, and members of the Town Council, Dr. Casarico, Mr. Clancy, esteemed faculty, parents, friends, and graduates. Tonight, we celebrate the class of 2020, which is the 55th graduating class of Waldwick High School. A year that we will never forget. When I started to think about what my message to this class would be, I really struggled with it. I did not want to focus on the pandemic and take away from the celebration and accomplishments of this graduating class. Let's be honest, no one wants to watch this virtual ceremony. I get it. We all want to be together on the turf, something every one of you has been looking forward to for the past 4 years. But you are watching this on the Warrior Broadcast Center YouTube channel. Let me stop and thank Mr. Meltzer for putting this video together. It came out amazing. He spent countless hours over the last week putting it together. Great job, Meltz. So back to my message. I want to share with you two things that I strongly encourage you to embrace and make part of your mindset. First, take a look at this image. What do you see? Do you see a glass half empty or a glass half full? Which one are you? This glass represents life and the many, many events that will happen over time. How do you plan on taking on those challenges? Heartbreaks, struggles, because they will come, no doubt. When those moments come, always try to have a mindset of a glass half full. Is that always easy? No way. But look for the positives. Find ways to fill that glass to the top. Here's what you do. You grab a glass, you fill it halfway, and you think about what you have, not what you don't. That will help change your mindset. But don't stop there. Take the next step and find ways to fill that glass to the top. You control that. Each challenge you face is another glass. Embrace the challenge, find the positives, and find a way to make it better. Here's a quote from Oprah Winfrey. Be thankful for what you have. You'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never have enough. The second thing I want you to embrace is focus on things you can control. We live in a world that is full of distractions. Our attention is pulled in so many directions by other people, social media, the news. Don't worry about what you can't control. Our focus and energy needs to be on three things that we control every day: your attitude, your effort, and your actions. If you focus on what you can't control, you end up wasting so much time and energy. Your emotions end up focusing on other people's thoughts, words, actions, feelings, and behavior. Sometimes you need to just let it go. Use that energy on you, your family, your friends, your career, hobbies, and passions. In life, there are things that matter to us and things we can control. Find those areas where they intersect and focus on that. You can accomplish anything in life with a focus on when you add your passion to it. The sky's the limit. Attack life with a full glass mentality and keep your focus on what you can control. You will reach your goals if you follow these two mindsets. I will leave you with this quote. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Good luck in the future, and thank you for all the memories. It is now my pleasure to call upon the educational leader of the Waldwick Public Schools, our superintendent, Dr. Paul Casarico, to address the class of 2020.
Good evening to the class of 2020. Each school year, once we get a few months in, I start to look for a theme or event to help shape my graduation speech. In December, I came across the following quote from Dan Harris's book, 10% Happier. Make the present moment your friend rather than your enemy. My intention at the time was to advise you all to slow down and appreciate the everyday stuff, not worry so much about what will be happening in the fall or after college or in 10 years from now, because as the saying goes, life is what happens when you are planning your future. Or as Mr. Harris more eloquently states, don't live as if the present moment is an obstacle that needs to be overcome to get to the next moment. Learn to enjoy the journey as it's taking place. That was December, when my main concern was not having any snow prior to the holiday break, and well before I ever imagined I'd be giving a graduation speech to an empty crowd facing the other way, or that the phrases social distance, flatten the curve, data determines dates will become common vernacular, or I'd see a guy named Dr. Fauci on TV more than any NBA or Major League star. Like you, during the past 3 months, I've been confused, upset, uncertain, and at times angry. I've never been on a school campus so empty and silent. Also, since my daughter has been away at college the past 2 years, I've gotten used to, you may even say preferred, the social distance of her being away at school, and have had to adapt to her being home since mid-March. But despite all the upheaval and perceived unfairness, I also hope you have learned to make the present moment your friend. Hopefully you've learned to be self-sufficient, or possibly rebond and forming even stronger relationships with your family due to the forced closeness, or just learning that slowing down a little bit is not a bad thing. Maybe this pause will remind us to appreciate the good things in our lives, and as we move forward to a new normal, reflect back on this time as a reminder to not get too far ahead of ourselves or worry too much about an unknown future. To summarize, I will use the sage advice from Steve Carell. Instead of telling our young people to plan ahead, we should tell them to plan to be surprised. I think you'll enjoy that ride a whole lot better. Thank you to the class of 2020 for the positive mark you have made in Waldwick. I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors, and again, congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next 3 formal declarations made by myself as principal of Waldwick High School, Dr. Casarico as superintendent of schools, and Mr. Marrow as president of the Waldwick Board of Education will precede the conferral of the diplomas. At this time, it is both an honor and privilege to present the 104 members of the class of 2020 to the superintendent of schools, Dr. Casarico, and to declare that the candidates seated before you have met all the necessary requirements for the graduation as established by Waldwick High School, our local Board of Education, and the state of New Jersey. Dr. Casarico, I proudly present the Waldwick High School class of 2020.
As superintendent of schools, and with pride in the achievement, success, and obvious potential of each of these Waldwick High School students, it is my privilege to certify to the President and the entire Board of Education the eligibility of the candidates present for their high school diplomas.
By the power vested in me, as the President of the Board of Education, I am honored to declare that the candidates presented are eligible to receive their high school diplomas from the state of New Jersey and the Waldwick School District, and are entitled to all the privileges pursuant to the issuance. With pride, celebration, the superintendent, the principal, and I will now award the diplomas.
At this time, Mrs. Kemmer and Mr. Nochese will read the graduates' names.
Skylar Acker, Juliana Aligo, Madison Allegretta, Albert Almonte, Ashley Ann Anderson, Alicia Lois Armas, Frank D. Avalo, Andrew Ayala, Madison Banson, Olivia Rose Bannock, Rachel Bannett, Brandon Mark Barga, Emer Brophy, F. Joseph Brunner. Peter Ryan Kapner. Michael Reed Carver. Casey Grace Centennial. Benjamin John Corbisiero. Kenya E. Cortez. Lauren Marie Crossan. Jamie Cunningham. Daniel Del Cid.
See the world in green and blue. See China right
Kai
in
Della
front
Penna.
of you. See the canyons broken by a cloud. See the
Delaney
chimney
D'Souza.
clearing the sea out. See the bedroom fires at night.
Andrew Dickman.
Fields at first light. See the bird with the leaf in her mouth.
Bianca Torre Di Pasquale.
Colors came out.
Harrison Mac Durant.
It's a beautiful day.
Jack David Etterbeek.
It's a beautiful day.
Louis William Fabo.
Touch me.
Ryan Michael Feldman. Paige Catherine Frumbach. Isabella Concetta Giardina. Joseph Gillen. Brandon Allen Goings. Sebastian Gonzalez. Kelly Marie Griffin. Matthew Guerra. Ivanthia Ivana Brisicos. Michael Christopher Jett. Savannah Daisy Jimenez. Connor Harrison Johnson. Emily Adele Kawash. Madison A. Cazella. Emma Rose Kiernan. Ryan Joseph Kilgallen. Ethan A. Kucharski. Varun Kumar. Tara Patricia Lambert. Hermes A. Lazo. Amanda Levitsky. Richard Lim. Anthony James Lindsay.
Emily Hope Linnick. Jackson Robert Lamina. Rebecca Lee McComber. Luke Vincent Manziano. Devin Tyler Marrow. Gabriel Amadeus Massara. Justin B. McGowan, John Michael McHugh, Shannon Claire McShane, Haley Lorene Miano, Dominic James Moscatello, Ziamara Estefany Naharo Beltran, Casey Marion Nicolosi, Nicholas June Suk Pang, Jessica M. Parsons, William A. Powells III, Mia Perot, Matthew John Peister, Justin Cordell Poole, Matthew Popeil, Jacob Michael Post, Nicholas Edward Raffaelli, Justin Philip Riley, Yami Salmaron Rakano, Jillian Marie Reynolds, Megan Rienzo, Edward F. Riker, Samantha Abigail Rivas, Noah Romaine, Zachary James Rosen, Deirdre Kathleen Ryan, Nathaniel Thomas Safar, Joseph David Safiati, Ethan Collins Sanderson Raphael, Maria Anna Saraf, Benjamin Todd Shirlow, Taylor Schwenke, Haley Rose Skarupa, Nicolette Sophia Skoufis, Ryan Michael Schneer, Samantha Madison Stallard, Michael Christopher Sullivan, Benjamin Jack Summer, Lauren Patricia Tamouche, Evan Michael Tarabakia, Julia Ann Targove, Giovanna Marie Tiezzi, Kiara Jasmine Torres, Charles Anthony Vingo, Jason T. White, Megan Patricia Woods, Sydney Lynn Wright,
Thank you, Ms. Kemmer and Mr. Nochese. We now come to the last formal part of the ceremony, the moving of the tassels. Graduates in your living room, please stand up. Hope you have your cap on. And on the count of 3, you will move your tassel. 1, 2, 3. Let's hear it for the class of 2020. We're going to do this again in July. Congratulations, graduates, parents, family, and friends. Thank you for coming, and have a great evening.